It's Christmas Day and the turkey is in the oven, so I thought I'd start a new guitar project. So I'm just going to show you the turkey. Oh, look at that! And more importantly, I'm going to, for Christmas I got a Telecaster body from a UK builder called Graham Pollard. And I got a neck, which is a lovely roasted maple neck. Really nice quality. Let's see if I can get in focus for you. Struggling a little bit for some reason. Maybe I'm a bit too close. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a custom scratch plate, because this is the Telecaster Deluxe, and so I got a Wilkinson Bridge for it, and I'm using a Mustang bass control cover because the normal straight Telecaster cover just looks a bit odd and doesn't really cover the hole, and I don't really like the scratch plates that you get on the thin line Telecaster Deluxes, so I'm looking to get a control plate that follows the curve of the body. I'm going to make a scratch plate to match, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So in order to make the scratch plate, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need your bridge ready. You're going to need, if you're using any kind of control plate, you're going to need that as well. I have a ruler, Stanley knife, pair of fairly heavy duty scissors, pencil, a piece of walnut veneer or some kind of veneer. They use this stuff in model making. So if you type in plywood, thin ply or walnut veneer for model making or dollhouse making, you'll be able to find that stuff. And you're also going to need a piece of flip chart paper. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take the guitar body, put it on the piece of paper and just draw around the outline. And then we're just going to cut the outline out. There we go. Chip the excess away, and then what we're going to do is we're going to place that on top of the guitar. Okay. So your next job is you're going to locate where the bridge, where the various holes are, and then you're just going to use the side of the pencil and shade in so you get the border. Like that. Okay, and then we're just going to mark out for the bridge as well. This particular body is already being pre-drilled by the builder, which makes it easier. Got 4 screws there as well. And that's going to help us locate the bridge properly. Okay, so now we've got those set out, we can line the bridge up. I'm just going to draw around that as well. Like so. And now we're going to try and line up the control plate. So we need to make sure that the screws are outside this line. Like so. Okay, so now to make the pattern for the scratch plate. So I'm going to show you a little trick. What you do is you take the pencil and put your finger like along, and you decide how deep the scratch is going to be, and you hold your finger like this along the side of the pencil. Then you're just going to draw a line from the edge of this thing and follow the contour of the body like this. Being careful, like so. So we've roughly got that. Come up to the neck pocket. Okay, so the shape I'm going for, I want this line to go across like that and curve up here. So I'm just going to quickly just draw around the control plate as well, like that. Just draw the top on there. Okay, I'm just going to use my ruler now. Let's just join those two parts up. I'm just going to double check it like that. Okay, that's fine. So, because we have this curved surface from the control plate, I'm going to use that to work on some of the curves. So, I'm just going to loosely, it comes over here like that, and I'm going to curl it up towards that end like that. So, just use the control plate just to get a nice natural curve, so it kind of mirrors what's happening at the other side. So I've got a curve like that, and then we just use the control plate again just to get the curve this side as well, like that. Okay, and then obviously that's going to come over, and we're going to leave a little bit out there for the bridge to fit. So the next job now is going to be, actually just before I do that, I'm just going to use this as well just to get the curve up here as well. Just get it like that. Still using the curve of the control plate. There we go, great, let's just do that. Bit by hand. So, next job now is to cut this piece out, okay? So we're just going to take the pair of scissors now, and we're going to there we go. Okay, so scratch plate's done, just need to make sure it lines up there, and we're just going to put everything, all the metallic body parts back on. Like so. So looking at this, I've probably cut out a bit too much around the bridge, so when I make the final thing I'm going to adjust for that. Okay, so next step, you can take your walnut veneer and you are going to draw around the line with your pencil, like using this. Use your ruler for these parts as well. And there you have your outline on the walnut veneer, and then all you're going to need to do is take your scissors and cut the shape. Do the top of the neck pocket. I'm going to use a ruler for that and my Stanley knife. So I'm not going to stick the Stanley knife all the way out. I'm just going to hold the ruler with it and just come across a few times. Great. Just going to move it up a little bit further to line it up with the neck pocket here. Right, so what you can do now is, once you know it's all lined up, is you can just take your knife, just run it along the edge of the neck cavity like that to make sure it really is good old tight fit. And then what you're going to do, because obviously it's still quite jagged around the edges, you're going to get some sandpaper. Start with some fairly coarse stuff first. So this is 150. I'm just going to get that like that and go all the way around. Right, so the next thing you're going to want to do is make the hole for the pickup. So the way I do that is you just measure the distance from there to there. It's 9 millimeters. So I'm going to mark up 9 millimeters. Like that. And just put that bridge back on. Side of the bridge, like this. I'm just going to lay the pickup down over the 9 millimeter line. And draw a circle. Draw a line around it. Okay. Now I'm going to go and cut that out. Again, just making sure. Get my ruler, and what I'm going to do is going to cut a square first. And then round the edges. When you've cut out the holes, you just get a piece of sandpaper. Okay, so we've cut out the holes now, but it's all a bit square and the pickup won't fit. So what you need to do is I'm going to show you how to do it, and here's one I made earlier. So basically when you've cut the holes out, you get a piece of sandpaper, wrap it around the pen like this, and you're going to put it inside and basically sand backwards and forwards until you get the curved edge that you need for the pickup, which will now fit through absolutely perfect. Okay, I need to take a quick break because the turkey needs to come out and rest for 2 hours. Just going to put it on the top and cover it, and then we'll get back to doing the rest of the scratch plate. Okay, now the scratch plate's all cut out, I'm going to basically partially assemble the guitar and drill the holes to the scratch plate to hold it in place. And then I'll take it all to bits again and get ready to sort of varnish coat the guitar body. So here goes. Just going to pop the neck back on. Okay, so I've already drilled some pilot holes with this hand drill here for the control plate. So I'm going to just screw that in now. Great, so that's all in place now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark up where I want the screw holes to go with a pencil. I'm going to have one approximately opposite where that one is there, and another one there like that. Just going to do that trick of putting my finger on the edge now, follow around. I'm going to have one just at the end there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this drill bit. It has, I think it's a 1.5mm drill. I'm just going to drill a hole through. But before that, I'm going to show you one other trick. The trick involves using a bit of tape, and so that you just drill deep enough for the screw, you're going to put the screw alongside the drill bit like this. You're going to mark a piece of tape up to the, so you know how deep to go basically. So if I hold this up there, you see the tape. If I hold the screw alongside it, it's just the right depth. And now I'm just going to go ahead and drill the holes. So that's all the holes drilled. Now what I like to do is just using a Phillips drill bit, if I can find it, put that into the end. See that I have a Phillips drill bit in, and I'm going to use that just to countersink the hole a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put the screws in, and the same as before, we're just going to put a bit of wax on them. So that's done now, it's ready for putting the finish on the body. Hey guys, so that's day one of the build done. Tomorrow we're going to finish the rest of the build. We're going to put the logo on the headstock. We're going to assemble the electronics, and also going to demo the guitar as it's finished. I've got a special guest to come along and demo it for you guys. So yeah, see you in the next video.